Now we come to the last method on project evaluation, that is earned value analysis. Now this method, the intention of this method or using this method is really different from the other methods, other 5 methods. If you notice, in all the other 5 methods, our main intention or main focus was diverted on how to select a project. But this method helps you to determine what is the progress of an ongoing project. Should you continue it further? What is the additional investment required? Is it on time or not? And all those questions are addressed by this thing, by the earned value analysis. That's why the intention, or you can say the focus of this method, is mainly on evaluating the ongoing projects, not between choosing a project, but evaluating the project which are already being executed. So what is the earned value analysis? The earned value analysis is by definition an industry standard method of measuring a project's progress at any given point in time, forecasting its completion date and its final cost. At the same time, analyzing the variances in the schedule and budget of the project proceeds as the project proceeds. This method compares the planned amount of work with what was actually been completed, and then it's determined if the cost, the schedule, and the work accomplished are progressing as in accordance with the original plan, with the original budget standards. As the work is completed, it is considered as earned. What is the need for earned value analysis? Now, most of the projects are over budgeted and are behind the schedules as most of the time. Also, many times the project finish over and above their initial budgets, and sometimes it happens that even after spending a lot of time and money, projects never get completed. They come to a halt because of some of the other reasons. So it's important that this earned value analysis gives the management an insight, and it helps them in various ways. How does it help them? It helps the management and it helps the project managers mainly to measure the amount of work performed on any project at a given point of time, by which they can forecast the precise completion date and also the precise cost to complete the project. It helps the management to analyze between the various schedules, between the schedule and projected budget cost. Also, most importantly, it enables the management to take a proactive decision rather than a reactive decision when it's too late and the damage is done. So this all boils down to two main questions which are addressed by the earned value analysis. The first is that, will the project cost on completion be greater than, equal to, or less than the original estimate? That is the difference between the planned cost and the actual cost. And next is that, will the project be completed on time? That's it. This is the main two intention of the earned value analysis. So going ahead, now, to understand this earned value analysis, we're going to need to understand some variances which are computed under the earned value analysis. Now, to understand the variances which we're going to compute under the earned value analysis, it's important for us to know a few important definitions beforehand. Planned value, or the budgeted cost of the work schedule. This is the total amount of work scheduled to be completed as per the milestones which were defined originally. Okay, so you need to interpret what is the actual plan, what was budgeted, or you can say planned value, which was the actual cost which was budgeted to be completed when the work reaches a certain stage as per the milestones which were defined originally. Actual cost, or the actual cost of work performed, this is a total of the cost incurred in accomplishing the work till date. And lastly, we have earned value. This is the value of the work actually completed. Two variances are computed under the earned value analysis. First is the cost variance, and next is the schedule variance. We're going to look at this with the help of an example that will give us a much better clarity in understanding this whole variance concept. So let's go to the example, and we're going to form it over here. Earned value. Okay. So let us say a project manager has a budget of $1 million, and the project is expected is to be completed in 12 months. Now, after a month, 10% of the project is completed and cost incurred is $120,000. Okay, but as per plan, the project should have been completed till up to 20%. So over here we are saying that as per the original plan, the project should have been completed up to 20%, but the actual status states that it's completed only till 10%. Now we're going to need a few important computations over here to determine the variances. So first, budgeted figures and actual figures. Okay. So we have the total cost of the project. It's budgeted at $1 million. Percentage of completion as per the budget. It should have been 20%. Actually, it's only 10%. Now then we have the actual cost incurred after 1 month. It's $120,000. Okay. Actual cost after 1 month. Let's mention it more clearly. Right. Now we're going to compute the important figures which we had discussed. That is the planned value, the actual value, and the earned value. Compute the planned value, actual value, and the earned value. How are you going to compute the planned value? That is the total amount of work scheduled to be completed as per the milestones originally defined. Total amount of work expected to be completed as per the original plan. By here, total amount of work means that work or the cost expected to be incurred. Right? So that's what is the plan value. Oh, so it's gonna be how much? It's supposed to be $1 million to into 20%, right? So it's supposed to be a $200,000 of work to be cost to be incurred and the work to be completed till 20%. Okay, now we're going to compute the actual value. That's going to be total cost incurred till date to accomplish the current work status, right? The current status of the work. You can see the current status, and that's simple. It's given straightforward. That's $120,000. Okay. And lastly, we have the earned value computation. Now, how do you compute the earned value? That is the value of the work actually completed till date. Value of work completed till date in terms of original cost. That's the most important factor here. In terms of the original budget. So what does this means is that original budget, as per the original budget, the cost should have been how much? For 10%, it's supposed to be $1 million into 10%. Okay, that's supposed to be $100,000. So if you compare the factor here, its earned value means how much is a percentage completed till date. Actual percentage is 10%. And how much was the budgeted cost for the actual completion? That's $100,000. Okay, so that is what the concept of earned value is.